All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I leave all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akyam and to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth with the truth in all faith and sincerity. I'm the brother Shema Allah from the GMS Houston camp, and this lesson is going to be entitled Hell for Us Will Be Over Soon. All right, or will soon be over. Because as a people, we have been through a lot of hardships and been drugged through the mud, by way of the curses, all right, for our disobedience and transgressions against the Heavenly Father, all right, and against His law, statutes, and commandments, because we didn't keep our end of the bargain. And because of that, we were given into the hand of our enemies and suffered greatly. And we are still in the hand of our enemies and are still suffering. But these days, are coming to an end, right? Because Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he is the one that's in power or in control over everything. And the scripture says in the book of Esdras that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the Israelites are up next to rule, and that rulership will be for eternity. It will be in righteousness forever. We will never go off again. We will never go into captivity again. We will be perfect, gods on the planet Earth, living forever and enjoying the earth, how it was intended to be enjoyed, right? Because the earth was a paradise in the beginning, and it's supposed to be a paradise for us, all right? The world was created for our sakes, as it also says in Second Esdras, what is it, the 6th chapter, all right? So, all of these things are coming to a head soon, and the time is almost up, all right? But let me start here and just in Daniel, all right? Let me get this. Daniel 9:7 says, "O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but to us confusion of faces as at this day, to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee." Right? The confusion of faces basically means being shamefaced. The curses came upon us and we are in captivity, right? Look at our conditions that we're in, basically. All right, we are in our enemy's land, being subject unto payments. All right, catching hell. You got a lot of our people that are on different doctrines. They don't even know that they're Israelites. All right, they're coming up against the truth, but they're calling themselves after these other nations. They're on these different religions, right? Shamefaced. All right, we just, tore up as a people. All right, he said, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee, okay, for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. It said, O Lord, to us belong a confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. It says, to the Lord our God belong mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against them. So the Lord is beginning to, show his mercy and forgiveness towards us by giving us this truth, by waking us up, telling us why we're in this condition, giving our heritage and all these things back unto us, because he's getting ready to take us back to the land because our captivity is almost over. But continuing on, it says, neither have we obeyed the voice of Yahweh our God to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they may not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us in the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. All right. So it says all Israel transgressed the law. Then the curse was poured upon us. You can read about the curses of Deuteronomy in the 28th chapter. All right, so that's what brought us down to this low condition. Disobedience. It says he had confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. It says, for under the whole heaven had not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem. All right. So he said he confirmed his words, meaning he brought these things to pass. These things happen. That's why it says in Deuteronomy 28 that these curses will be a sign upon us. All right. So the Most High came through on his word on us. It says, by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven had not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem. All right, so we called it the worst. All right, nobody has ever been through anything that we didn't been through because the Most High was set against us. All right, he was looking upon us for evil because of our transgressions. So we had to be, thrown through the mud or drugged through the mud, go through the hardcore captivity, right? To learn not to be disobedient unto him, basically. To learn, this is what happens when you are disobedient unto him. Right? Because we are paying for our mistakes right now, and the Lord is righteous in everything that He does. All right, hey, we brought this upon ourselves, but the Lord, knew that we wasn't perfect, right? Because these bodies, was made to go off, right, and was made to not be able to keep the law, statutes, and commandments 100%, right? But this is all part of the Lord's story, and it's all part of the game plan, right? Because at the end, we would have learned the we have learned about righteousness and wickedness, right? And to be a king, right, you got to be balanced, right? To be a ruler, you got to be balanced on both sides, all right? But let's go here to Isaiah 41. It says, comfort ye, my people, said your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she had received of Yahweh's hand double for all her sins. Right? So it's time to speak comfortably unto our people, because the Most High's wrath has been appeased. And how has that happened? Because of Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. This is available unto us. It says a warfare is accomplished. When you go into warfare, it's basically going to like battleships and war, basically hardships. Because we've been battling for a long time and been going through many hardships as a people. But it said, hey, look, all that is accomplished. All right, the limit that the Most High wanted to take it to, all right, is wrapping up. All right, we know that we got Jacob's trouble coming and all of these things, right? But that's gonna be the end, and then none of this is gonna happen anymore, right? Now it's gonna be trouble for these different nations, mainly Esau, Edom. Right? But it says, for she had received of Yahweh's hand double for all her sins, right? And Jerusalem represents the Israelites, and the Israelites are likened unto a woman. You can read Jeremiah 6:2. That's why it says she. All right, but it says she had received double for her sins, meaning, bro, like basically confirming what Daniel said in Daniel the 9th chapter. Okay, so we received double, so we got it bad. The Lord, He judged us, to the extreme. Okay, like I say, you can go look at hardcore slavery, look at the things that happened, right? That was a horrible time, right, to be in, all right, to be living in it, to endure, or even after that, right? Shit, even now, but it ain't as bad as hardcore slavery, all right? Because it says that we receive double, but all of that's been accomplished though, so captivity is almost over, It's Isaiah 52:1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem. Right? The holy city. Right. So it said, put on that beautiful garments, which is this truth. Right? Because we had the garments of mourning on for so long. But now we are being clothed with this truth, right? With this light, right, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Because like I said, it's almost time for us to go back into our land and to rule forever and to be set up in our rightful places, right, in the universe. It says, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean, talking about the heathen. So we're not going to have to be servants or captives unto the heathen nations anymore. None of this will be ever heard about again or ever happen again, right? For all eternity. All right, they will be our servants. They will be our slaves. How it was always meant to be. It says, shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. So shake off all of this shit, this confusion, right? This madness of this place that we have, grown up in and have been in for so long, right? You come out of all of these ways and, like it says, put on the beautiful garments, right? Take upon this truth, take upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? And have that faith, all right? This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and upon them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So all of these curses and everything that we have to endure, right, will be put on them. Because like it says in Isaiah 48, it's accomplished for us. All right. This captivity is almost over. And the Lord will forever be at peace with his people. But the enemies of us will receive these curses. All right. This is Baruch 4:26. It says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. So the delicate ones of the Lord are the Israelites, which is his people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says we have gone rough ways. All right. Most of our existence, we have been in captivity. All right. Give me a second, real quick. Right. Most of our existence, we have been in captivity and suffering at the hands of our enemies and enduring, a lot of hardships. But like I said, we're at the end of this shit, and we're about to get the kingdom of heaven. All right, which the kingdom of heaven is solely for the Israelites, no other people. All right, salvation is for the Israelites. It says, be of good comfort, O my children. It says, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. All right, so the Most High is remembering us. He is remembering his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? So it says, be of good comfort. Right? Also, Isaiah 40 chapter 1 says, well, speak comfortably unto my people. Okay, so the Most High is remembering us. All right, so the Most High is basically returned back unto us as our power or as our God, because of Yahweh's sacrifice. Yahweh made that peace, right? Made that atonement for us. So now the Most High is back with us. All right, it says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, it says, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right, so we're supposed to be diligent in seeking the Lord because the Lord showed mercy, all right, and we didn't deserve it. Okay, so now that the Lord has waken us up out of that dead state, out of that confusion, all right, we should show, our, I guess you could say, gratitude, all right, and how thankful we are, all right, by being diligent in seeking Him. It says, "For He that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation." All right. So the same way that these plagues are brought upon us, same way He's going to bring salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for He that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. All right. So it says, miserable all these people that had us in captivity, had us servants, unto them. Right. But it says, miserable is she that received thy son. So we're talking about a particular woman right here, right? Figuratively, of course. When you go to Isaiah 47, let's see. (47:7). And thou says, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou dost not lay these things to thy heart, neither this remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly, that says in thy heart, I am, and none is besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. All right, now it says I shall sit as a lady forever. Right. Well, when you read verse 6, right, I was wrought with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke. So it's talking about slavery. All right, we was given into the hand of who? Esau Edom. All right. Mystery Babylon the Great, right? That's why it says that, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. When you read Revelation, all right, the 17th chapter speaks about the great whore, right, that sits upon the beast. So that is the her that it is talking about in Baruch. All right. It says, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. And Esau has always wanted to see our downfall. Even when you go to the time of the Babylonians, when you read Psalms 137, which said, raise it, raise it. All right, they wanted us to be destroyed when the Babylonians came upon us. And they even gave a helping hand. All right. It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of a great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her for the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Right. So what that sounds like? What Isaiah the 34th chapter, right? Isaiah 13, Revelation 18 chapter. Right. It's all saying the same thing. It's just talking about America. Right. It's gonna be on fire, right, for a long time from those nuclear missiles, right? And then after that, the creatures that are able to live in these particular conditions, that is going to be the aftermath of these missiles hitting, right? They were the only ones that would be living over here, right? Animals. It will no longer be inhabited by humans. It says, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. All right, so we are gathering right now, by this word all over. All right, that shows that the Most High is remembering us, and that shows that we're at the end of our captivity. But also, we will actually be gathered by the word of the Most High, which is Yahushua. Right, He's known at the word, and He's going to save the elect from the 4 corners of the earth. Okay. which that is salvation. All right, so that's the lesson. I'll just edify with that. I'm gonna say shalom.